The Bentian Dayak people of Indonesian Borneo have lived in harmony with their environment for 100 generations.
The Bentian are expert forest managers and farmers, and they've been managing sustainably their surrounding forested area for hundreds and hundreds of years.
15 years ago, the calm of this ancient rainforest was shattered by the roar of 1,000 chainsaws. Bentian grave sites, settlements, and forest rattan gardens were uprooted and destroyed.
Kami tinggal di sini telah lama. Siapa yang memberi izin?
Loir Botor Dingit is a chief of the Bentian tribe. His rattan farm was one of those destroyed by the loggers.
Kami masyarakat adat marah karena mata usaha kami seperti rotan, buah-buahan, tanyut madu kami turut serta musnah.
Bentian farmers have developed a sophisticated, environmentally sound approach to farming, imitating natural forest growth cycles. Farmers occupy a field house in the middle of a forested area farmed by their ancestors. They grow rice and vegetables for 2 years, then move on. The rattan gardens revert back to forest. Sections of their house are dismantled and moved with the families. The ironwood house poles that remain designate ownership. The short-term profits to be made by felling Borneo's forests are enormous. But first, logging companies had to deal with indigenous farmers.
Perusahaan datang mengatakan kami datang ini supaya berusaha di daerah ini supaya lebih produktif.
The farmers were instructed to hoe a single plot of hillside, turning over topsoil to plant a variety of crops.
After the first rainfall, we saw sort of a classic example of what you'd call gully erosion. So a gully approximately ½ a meter deep, and the topsoil washed off into the pond at the bottom of the hill.
Kebanyakan kami masyarakat adat Dayak Bentian merasa tidak mampu.
Paramount Chief Dingit vowed to preserve traditional forestry techniques, but he knew that complaints from a single farmer or tribe would fall on deaf ears in the capital. He needed a show of solidarity. First from the Bentian people, independent farmers who were notoriously difficult to unite. Then from other Dayak tribes whose farms were facing the same fate.
Setelah kami melihat kerusakan yang diperlakukan oleh perusahaan, kami mufakat, yaitu membentuk kelompok SDR, yang maksudnya.
Dingit achieved the impossible. He actually brought together the Dayak tribes out of common concern for the survival of their shared farming culture. In 1994, Dingit's coalition secured an unprecedented meeting with the Indonesian government.
Dingit's ability to bridge the gap of understanding between, government bureaucrats and officials working in Jakarta and farmers from the rainforest is his greatest gift.
The dialogue begun that day has led to history-making events. Indonesia's Ministry of Environment is now promoting the Bentian system as an example of sustainable forest development. The Ministry of Forestry has declared a new program to secure the rights of forest people to manage their own lands. Loir Botor Dingit's reasoned, persistent, and subtle influence has galvanized a people. Ripples from his work are felt from the tiny village of his birth all the way to the Parliament building in Jakarta. The Bentian chief will tell you that he follows a truth he and his people have always known, that the proper stewards of the rainforest are those who were born here, who have passed their learning and their skills from generation to generation, and who will someday return to the earth themselves.
Kami merasa atas yang dilakukan Bapak ini adalah berguna dan bermanfaat bagi hidup kami bahkan generasi akan datang.
For outstanding environmental achievement in Asia, a 1997 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Loir Botor Dingit of East Kalimantan, Indonesia.